Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 457. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gash, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinsod.
Hey.
And Tony Korkanakis.
Yo.
What's up, guys? Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers, to 457 of the Moviecast. We have a spoiler cast coming up for you guys tonight. As promised, we will be doing our Stranger Things spoiler cast, so look for that. No topic tonight for that reason, but we will kick us off with what we've been up to. And I will say, I completely watched a show from start to finish, binged it. It's Amazon's The Boys.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that comic book, but oh my God, that as much I really enjoyed that. Obviously, I watched the whole thing, 8 episodes, like real quick. I was like, couldn't stop watching it, but it's freaking disturbing. That's just a very disturbing show. Like pretty bad. Like there's a lot of like there's it's very adult. There's like there's an 18 rating, not an MA rating. There's like rape issues. There's some nudity, not really nudity issues, blooding, a lot of gore, child deaths. It's crazy. Like I was like, man, I'm watching the thing. I'm like, man, this is like a little bit too disturbing in certain points.
Yeah, you can't turn away.
But I kept watching it, yeah, because I wanted to know what's going on. Like, and the worst part is like I didn't like the finale, the cliffhanger. I was like, it's a hell of a cliffhanger. It doesn't feel like a finale at the ending. The finale felt like a finale until the ending, and I'm like, now I'm like, well. So I was gonna say definitely watch it, but I'm like the cliffhanger really like, I don't know. I know it got renewed already for a season 2, but it's so far away. It's so far away. But it felt like it was kind of cool, like, gritty. It felt kind of like what I would assume The Watchmen was supposed to be like, but it does feel a little bit like The Watchmen actually. So for those that don't know what it's about,
as far as what they're going for.
For those who don't know what it's about, it's basically the world has superheroes in it, but what if those superheroes, while in the front are superheroes, are just really bad people behind the scenes in terms of like the way that they treat everybody else. Like they see themselves as gods essentially. So and then there's a group of people that get together to take down the superheroes when they get out of line, when they're not being heroes. So that's what this is.
It's very much like that Brandon Sanderson book, Steelheart.
Is it? Oh, really? I don't know. Carl Urban was great in this. He's great in that. And I actually
Carl Urban's just great in general.
There's a Quaid in this.
He's awesome.
There's a young Quaid in this. Russell Quaid, I want to say. It's got to be he looks very similar to Dennis Quaid, so he's got to be his kid or something like that. But he's pretty good in this too. And the guy that plays the commander is they do excellent casting, like excellent job acting. It's just every now and again, it's just like, oof, like I don't know if I can describe the beginning for you guys. I mean, it's just the beginning.
No, I don't care.
Do you guys mind?
I think it's probably what I saw in a trailer for it.
Probably. So the guy's dating a girl, and he leaves, and he's walking down the street, and they're talking, and then they're holding hands, and suddenly she explodes because there's a speed guy that accidentally runs through her. And that's how the plot of the show starts, is like his girlfriend explodes on him, all over him. And the guy says, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he runs away again. And that's how the show starts. So it's got a little bit of dark. It's got a lot of dark humor in this, dark comedy. But it's so disturbing in certain parts. That's not disturbing, the most disturbing part, but there were a bunch, and I don't want to give up any other plot details. So, but I definely enjoyed it. But
I think it's good that it came out before the HBO Watchmen.
Oh, okay. Because I told you I get a Watchmen vibe. So. Yeah. And that's only from seeing the movie, but it has a vibe from it. I'm just saying it's better. You get more story, you get more character development, you get stuff that makes sense. It's actually, I believe it, more grounded for being a superhero movie, like a superhero show. It's grounded though. So
almost like what Zack Snyder was going for with Superman, but couldn't really do it because Superman needed to be Superman, but he wasn't Superman because he was.
Yeah, it's like that scene in Superman where you're like, oh shit, he's going to fuck shit up. But then doesn't, because it's still Superman. No, in this, that would happen. 100% shit would get fucked up. And we're not talking about, like, people would be cut in half with laser beams. Laser vision. Laser vision cut in half. That's the signal. That's
Go
the
all
quality.
Zod on that guy.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
All right. So that's pretty much it for me. Like, I have one more episode left of Voltron. So
can't get through it, eh?
I'm there. No, like the boys came out, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch this. I really was looking forward to it.
You have one episode left, dude.
Oh no,
It's like
I'll finish
40
it.
minutes.
Yeah.
I'll finish it. Oh yeah, I'll finish it. I just wanted to
I'm
get.
just saying, like, how would you get to the point where it's like, you know what? There's 20 minutes left in this series. I don't got time for it.
Well, because what happens is I was
Time for
watching
this
like
shit.
I got to
Come
episode
on.
I get to episode 9 or 10, and then there's 13. So the last 3 episodes I've been like one a day, and I just didn't do it today. So I didn't need to finish it. I was just like, I'll watch that. I'll do it again.
There you go.
What? I just
I don't
didn't.
know. Have you hit it? Where it's like,
Yeah.
Right? You see what I'm saying, right? It's like,
Yeah. So, but whatever. I'm finishing it because I'm that close, but I'll have that finished. I'll have it finished tomorrow. Now that the boys is over with, but that's it for me, really. Mike, nothing new. Corey,
It's more anime. The How to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon is back.
Oh, is it?
2. And I
Wait,
really
how to
got
pick up, or is it wrong to pick up girls?
it's some whatever it is. I couldn't remember.
Is it wrong?
Is it wrong?
Is it
whatever
wrong?
the title of the show is. And I like the first season. I think it ended like, oh man, I want to see what comes up next. But now I'm not really liking this direction that they're going so far. But we'll see. It's only been like 2 episodes or 3 episodes that's out right now.
You never checked out that one I was talking about on Netflix, right? The gambling one?
No, because I didn't have Netflix for
Oh,
until,
that's right.
so yeah, I'll have to check it out though, because I am interested in that. I still don't even remember what it was called either. So I was like looking up different things, and then
You can just message me. I'll message you. It's
right.
Japanese, so yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Tony?
No time for watching, only time for playing.
There's a lot to play.
Busy 2 weeks.
Oh, man, I was so. I'll get to that Gamecast. Never
Tony
mind.
hasn't been here either. It's been 2 weeks of not watching.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
it tells you something came out or some stuff came out.
some things came out.
So yeah, one of them I can't buy because I keep trying and it's not in stock. So
Well,
yeah,
you can buy it digitally.
no, that was the
sell
offer,
that
but
out.
I don't want that because I'll no. I want to be able to trade it in on a case. Like if I want to get rid of it, I want to have that option. You know what I mean? Like I like flipping my stuff to get more credit, especially with games I'm giving the credit they're giving.
So then why don't you pre-order it?
And you gotta get it while it's still
Because I don't
going.
pre-order
'Cause you know
games
how long GameStop
Well,
will be around for.
Jim, we'll get into the Gamecast.
Yes. Let's see. Let's go to the box office. Lion King was number 1. It's now crossed $1 billion already worldwide. 75.5 million. It destroyed like Aladdin's numbers, and Aladdin crossed $1 billion.
Like, people don't care. They don't emote. They want to see lions.
Yeah,
and
it's funny because
tigers
that movie is not getting great reviews, but it's killing it at the box office. Killing it. Oh, by the way, Sword in the Stone is in production on Disney Plus, live action.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
I looked after this. I was like, they got to be making something. What's next? And next up is probably Little Mermaid in the box office. Oh no,
Little Mermaid's the only one I could see that.
Mulan looks pretty cool.
Mulan is next, and then Little Mermaid after that. But like Disney Plus is getting a bunch of smaller budgeted like movies. So Sword in the Stone is one of them. I just
I was saying, like, there's all this backlash with the true to life stuff, and it's like, inevitably they're gonna do an animated, like real like cartoon animated one again. That's gonna happen. And
I know,
just
like
another $1 billion or more.
Look at the money they're bringing in. This is like everybody says, why are they doing it? I don't want to see this, but clearly people want to see this.
Yep.
So it does over $1 billion.
I mean, Disney's already broke records for this year.
It's July.
For studio.
It's
And
July,
like
and they're done.
just over halfway through the year.
Yeah.
And they still have
Frozen 2.
Frozen 2 is going to do nuts, and Star Wars is going to do nuts.
I was going to say, like, they still have like some major stuff coming.
Once upon a time,
I think, what did I say? Like, I had like one of my bold predictions was like something about 2 billion, like 2 billion or something crazy.
I think so, something like that.
Yeah, I gotta look it up.
I don't know if they're gonna get like as much with my prediction, but like they're breaking records like crazy with.
It's unbelievable.
They've got like $6 billion, if they're $4 billion, $5 billion movies already.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, and they have so much still coming out this year. So,
Yeah.
Once upon a time in Hollywood,
which I did not get to see.
I didn't see
would
that.
have
I'll
let
be
you know.
seeing it.
If I was gonna go, I would have said something.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it. Actually, I'm going away this week, but I'll go check. See it with Tim's friends out there, and where I'm going out to.
I heard it's more back to like form for Tarantino, more like just a hangout, chill movie.
I did read an article that the Bruce Lee cameo is not a very realistic, realistic impression.
Yeah, I was actually reading that too. That was
you read that, okay?
Like pretty disrespectful. Apparently, his daughter's
upset. Yeah, it makes him very cocky.
Plus, he's only in it for like 5 minutes too.
Yeah, it's a flashback I heard, but his daughter didn't appreciate that. He made him very cocky, and he was never that way.
Right.
I guess that was more because it can be explained. I know from like what I understand from the way the scene is set up, but
apparently
I understand.
The guy who plays him also still runs his own Taekwondo place in Wisconsin.
He did a great job, I heard, and she was very happy with his portrayal. She didn't like not his portrayal. I guess what he did of the character, but the writing she said was not. So it did well, $40.5 million. It's the largest opening for a Tarantino movie.
Wasn't the budget like $90 million or some shit though?
Oh, it's under budget. Yeah, but it's the largest opening for a Tarantino movie. It's under. It'll make that, but barely. Yes, it disappointed, but it was still the biggest opening for them. Spider-Man
to his other stuff.
Yeah. Spider-Man: Far From Home, 12.3. Toy Story 4 and Crawl. That's your top 5.
Spider-Man broke $1 billion. Did you guys talk about that last week?
No, we didn't. It broke the day after. Aladdin.
Will Smith's first $1 billion movie. Apparently.
Yeah.
Which
I was reading about Gemini Man, and the more I read about it, the more I'm kind of interested in it. Actually,
really,
yeah.
The more I saw of it, the less I was interested.
No, I mean they're doing some new technology in it that kind of pulls me more into it because of the tech stuff,
right?
Yeah, it's Ang Lee, but he's using some 120 frames per second.
Like a one-hit wonder.
He's using, I know, 120 frames per second cameras in this to film and make it look more realistic for the CG. And apparently it does a great job selling it in this.
I mean, you kind of saw that change in with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse where they had him, in different frame rates depending on how skilled he was, which was pretty cool. So as he got better, his frame rates went up.
Yes. Hobbs and Shaw is opening this week. That's going to do. I expect that to do very well with The Rock in it.
Then it's Fast and the Furious.
And Fast and Furious
slapped on there, so even though it's not a Fast and Furious movie, it's still got Fast and Furious thrown in there. It's gonna be well over. If not I'd say probably around the 110.
Yeah, I can see it's a side story, but 100 million, 110. I don't even know what the expectation is. I usually kind of look that up to kind of get a ballpark.
Yeah, I have no idea what but it's Fast and the Furious and action in summer.
Yeah. So, all right. Wow, Jon Favreau becomes the 33rd director to make $1 billion film. I didn't know that. Because that's right. He did. That's right. He did Lion King. I thought he already had done that, but I guess he didn't have a movie yet to do that.
So I guess Guy Ritchie became the 32nd.
I guess.
So there's no way that guy made $1 billion movie before Aladdin.
Oh, that's worldwide. Opening worldwide it looks like 195 for Hobbs and Shaw. That's what they're projecting. So that's not going to be that good for here then. Maybe it's stronger here, but we'll see. Let's see. Let's get into our news as soon as I open it. There we go. Okay. The movie news. And let me place it strategically here so I can talk to you. So we have more details coming out from last week. We were discussing the MCU Phase 4. That was kind of our topic of last week. We have more details coming out from this now. Rachel Weisz is apparently playing another Black Widow in the Black Widow prequel. So that's her role. They've confirmed that.
I kind of assumed you have the friend who's probably going to betray her at some point because she's jealous of Black Widow, and then you have the mentor on the outs getting retirement, Rachel Weisz, Black Widow, who Scarlett Johansson is going to be taking her place. So I think it's all kind of laid out for you a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's nice to hear that it's confirmed, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see Rachel Weisz in anything, so she's a good actress.
Yeah, I think so. I think she's good, yeah. We have Ryan Reynolds teasing a Phase 5 debut for Deadpool. So we have 2 years laid out, which is supposed to be all of Phase 4. And that's what I'm under the impression of.
I don't know if you listened, Tony, or not, but I highly doubt what they showed at Comic-Con is going to be everything we get in Phase 4.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah, I listened, but yeah, I absolutely agree. There's 1 or 2 years where it just kind of they're only releasing 2 movies that year. That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Spider-Man wasn't on the docket when it came out for Homecoming. Ant-Man and the Wasp wasn't on.
we know they're thinking of making those at least. So I don't know. I just know that they said Phase 4 will be shorter than the other phases. Like it'll have the same amount of
shorter time-wise, but as far as like movies go, there's no way that's all that's coming out in the next 2 years.
Yeah. So I mean, he was teasing about the whole thing. The tease is basically him talking about who leaked the Deadpool footage from early on in 2014? I can't remember. Investigation heading into year 5, or as I call it, Phase 5. The point is, I love conspiracy yarn. So, I think
going to bring mutants into it and X-Men and is how popular Deadpool is. Like you're not going to bring him.
I think he's the first
mutant.
No. First mutant in the MCU.
No. Technically, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver already in the MCU.
Rewrite them, yeah. I mean, I would like to see them redo that, but we'll see. So, what else we have? Sad news actually is the passing of Rutger Hauer. I just saw this. I was like, holy shit! I'm thinking wait, what did I see him in? And I'm like, he's been in so many movies. It's hard to remember. But his biggest thing was Blade Runner, which was not his biggest thing. That was just put him on the map. What else was he in? I'm putting people on the spot here. I'm gonna look it up because there's some big roles he was in, but he passed away. I just he's a big name.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. It's kind of like Christopher Walken. You see him and you're like, oh, it's that guy.
Oh, Batman Begins. He was in Sin City. He was doing voice acting. I mean, he did Kingdom Hearts 3 voice acting. So he was Masters, that Zihan, whatever his name is. So that's the voice actor. He was still doing work up until this year when he was still doing work and he passed away.
He's got about 5 things that are still going to be released.
Yeah. So he's got like I said, he's a very busy person, but it was just sad to see a name like that pass. So I think that's it for news. There really wasn't much this week with the news. It's kind of post Comic-Con, so we didn't have much come out. I mean, more fill-ins for what we got for details for the Marvel Universe. Nothing from DC. They've been eerily silent. I know that they still haven't canceled the Cyborg movie that's listed for April of 2020. But I've heard nothing about this. And when we have heard it by now?
I would think so.
I don't know. But I think that's it for.
Smith did say that Matt Damon will show up as Loki.
Yes, that's why I forgot to put that on here. That's what.
That's awesome.
Well, the thing is, not as Loki. I don't think Loki, as in Thor Loki, but it's so funny because he played Loki in that, right? Didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
And it's
and was it not
Liam Hemsworth played Thor, right?
Yes.
But it's funny because he played Loki in Dogma, which was So it's pretty neat. I was like, because the first thought I had was like, oh my god, if he's playing Tom Hiddleston Loki, that'd be awesome. And then I was like, oh wait, I forgot he played Loki in Dogma.
I remember the character from Dogma when we made the announcement. I was like, oh, that's pretty awesome though. So we'll see. That looks like a funny remake. What was that? What are they calling it? The remake? Reboot. Okay. So I think that's really it for movie news. So that's going to wrap it up here. We're going to have our spoiler cast coming up after their game cast or wherever you're listening to this in whatever order. Thanks for tuning in, though. Write us podcast@allygeek.net, please. Follow us on Twitter. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button as well. And like us on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.
Later.